Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Greedfall. Last episode, we went and tried to do a little more searching to figure out the whole Egon thing. Well, we found a little more progress in that we stopped one of the activities they were doing involving smuggling alcohol for Governor Burham of the Bridge Alliance, who wanted to basically weaken the natives by making them all drunk. But Burham was only utilizing them. Anyway, now on a completely different tack, seems that the Coin Guard is having problems with the Nauts, so let's see if we can figure things out here. So I gotta go around.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation and your help would be invaluable.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being a spy. It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Nauts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required to be certain that there will be no bias. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Serene. Your authority will allow you to get more answers than us.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information that could have been sent?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Nauts know how we navigate our ships. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to keep them secret.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Reuben?
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasco's before he landed. I'm counting on you, Your Excellency. We must shed light on this case.
Okay, we have another quest, but before we do, we have a question about a ship commandeered by the Guard.
Manfred, the quartermaster of New Serene Garrison, told me that he'd received a letter from you. Was one of your ships hijacked by the Guard?
The Trident and its crew were commandeered by the San Mateus garrison. Commandeered? We will not let ourselves be threatened by these land pirates. The Guard has no idea who it is dealing with. I've already sent several of our warships to board the Trident and release its crew. The Guards taken on board shall be given no quarter.
I understand, Admiral. But Quartermaster Manfred was as surprised as you to hear this news. That's why he asked me to investigate. The Guard never gave the order for such an operation.
So these mercenaries do not even know how to manage their men? Remarkable. We will not deal with the Guard until Manfred cleans up his ranks. No more of these hireling thugs will set foot on my ships. The nobles will just have to do without their bodyguards.
I will tell them, Admiral. And know that I am fully aware of the problems that caused this act of piracy. Not only for the Guard, but for all the nations on this island. I will do everything to find those responsible.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will eagerly await your news. Anything else?
Nothing.
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. The Admiral knows that we can't do anything without the force of the Guard. By prohibiting them from transport, she is putting everyone at risk, leaving us to take care of the problem.
At the same time, she has something to be mad about. This is the first time in our history that anyone has dared to attack our ships.
I find that surprising. We'll deal with her problem later. First, let's try and deal with the problem we were requested to deal with. Here in San Mateus. To the De Sardea residence. We are dealing with so many side quests before doing the main quests, which is fine. It's fine. Alright, through this way. Let's see. Investigate the barracks. Easy to get to. See if we can find anything out.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
Let's go!
Move away.
thugs in the street right outside the barracks. The Coin Guard really needs to work on their act a bit. Alright. Let's start by speaking here.
And what can I do for you?
Ask him about the commandeering.
Quartermaster Manfred sent me.
I was expecting such a visit, and I'm glad Manfred sent an external investigator. This commandeering business may just spell the end of the Guard. Without the Nauts transport, we are finished. I don't understand what could have happened. I can assure you that we have never issued an order to that effect. It's as if some members of the Guard obey others' commands.
Gee!
We had trouble
if
with
only.
a criminal organization within the Guard. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind this matter once again.
Oh, this is terrible news, Your Excellency. How can we sort the good apples from the bad?
By speaking to those in charge of those in command of this town, and trying to unravel the truth from the lies.
Since you neutralized Major Herman and his gang, 3 lieutenants have been leading the troops, while waiting for a new senior officer to be appointed. They are Lieutenants Alexander, Klaus, and Ermelind.
Do you think they're honorable?
I won't vouch for them, if that's what you're asking. I don't know them well enough.
Thank you, Quartermaster. I'll go and find them.
Gee! It really does seem like they have a problem with keeping loyalty around here. Kurt's the only one who has any sort of honor anymore. Okay, we've got one in this direction. Here, I believe? Yes.
Hello, Lieutenant. My name is Desardet.
Oh, you are the legate of the congregation. You're quite the celebrity amongst our ranks. I am Lieutenant Alexander. Did you need me?
Ask him about the commandeering first.
I'm conducting an investigation into the illegal commandeering of the ship the Trident. We must work fast and find out who organized this act of piracy. Or, we will all pay the price. Do you know the men who seized the ship and who they served under?
All I can tell you, Your Excellency, is that I'm sure they were not under my orders. As foolish as it sounds, we don't know the identity of the soldiers involved. Since our previous commander's coup attempt, there's been tremendous upheaval. We lack senior officers. The registers are not up to date, and many men are on the run. I suspect the supporters of the coup who escaped the trial may be responsible.
It's not impossible. I dealt with Major Herman, who was serving Commander Torsten, but I didn't take care of his men.
It's only an idea, of course, but one that seems most logical to me.
I'll leave you, Lieutenant.
It is a thought. Even though we're following the whole criminal quest path here, that does kind of make some sense as a possibility. Alright, the others are this way. Next, Lieutenant.
Hello. I am...
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation, right? Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. Lieutenant Ermelind, at your service.
Well, I didn't know I was so famous.
How? Ask him? I mean, I'm not going to question it, but I'm questioning it. I mean, you do you if you happen to be... Let's just continue.
Can you tell me anything about the ship that was commandeered by the guards?
A complete act of piracy, if you want my opinion.
Do you know who these guards were and under which officer they served?
No, and no soldier is missing here as far as I know. This is very strange. But since the commander's attempted coup, everything has gone to hell here. Men start muttering as soon as we have our backs turned. Some recruits have suffered violence, but refuse to name their attackers.
Do you think something is going on?
It seems obvious to me that some people took advantage of this unrest to line their own pockets.
I see. Thank you. I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
So she's of the belief that it was basically just...
Your Excellency,
Huh?
if you really want to know what's going on in this barracks, Find me tonight near the church.
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Quiet. No one must know that I spoke to you. I am Sergeant Franz, and I'm prepared to help you. Don't forget the church tonight.
The church tonight. Very curious. Well, let's speak with the lieutenant here.
Desarde, legate of the merchant congregation.
Lieutenant Klaus, what can I do for you, Your Excellency?
Do you know anything?
I'm investigating the illegal commandeering of a Nauts ship that took place here in San Mateus. Do you happen to know the men responsible and the officer they served under?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I don't know. I only took office in this city 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting to know my troops. I was sent here to remedy the lack of officers following the arrest of the commander's men. Are you sure that this commandeering is not the isolated act of a few homesick recruits?
Not totally sure, but it's very unlikely. Managing the crew of a Nauts ship requires great numbers and organization.
I see. Well, in that case, sorry for not being more useful.
Alright.
Farewell, Lieutenant. The Lieutenant's interrogation produced nothing. This sergeant is our only lead.
With this gang's reign of terror, we were lucky to have come across him.
Very. Almost suspiciously lucky. So much so that one would believe that this might be a trap set by Egon itself, trying to take care of the whole little problem that is the legate. Well, we need to wait for night, which isn't going to be long. I think right now is like morning. Nope, this way. I think? Yes. In here is the last bit. Well, not last bit, but it's where we rest. Sleep until nighttime. Now, let's go to the church. Once again, I am expecting a trap. Keep your eyes open, Kurt Vasco.
Ah, here you are. I wasn't sure you'd come. That will be understandable. It's better to be wary with Egon.
What do you know about this organization?
More than I would like. I'm part of it. Now ask me any questions you want. We don't have much time.
Why do you want to talk to us?
If you're part of this organization, why did you want to talk to me?
I joined this gang some time ago, without realizing the extent of their power. I naively thought that it would only be a matter of completing a few small secret protection missions. But I found myself involved in a sordid business with the young islanders. We captured them to sell them as slaves. They're very popular in brothels.
Oh.
I participated for a long time, without batting an eye. But I ended up bonding with one of the captured islanders. And the horror of this trafficking has finally hit home. I don't want it to happen to her.
I can see that. Okay. What about those you commandeered?
Who took possession of the ship, and for what purpose?
Soldiers from the garrisons, members of Egon's organization. The boat was supposed to be used to transport the island captives to the mainland. Someone must have had enough of only being able to move a few slaves at a time, hidden in the holds. Now they've pulled this big stunt. They've not only attracted the wrath of the Nauts, but also your attention. Egon would never have made such a mistake, and they'll make the fool who did suffer dearly.
Alright. Do you know anything about the heads?
Do you know who Egon is? Or at least who runs this organization?
No. Everything is very compartmentalized. Each group knows only its direct superior, never the one above. Not only do I not know the big boss, but I don't know anything about his other activities.
So who gives you your orders?
And who gives you your orders?
Lieutenant Ermelin. That woman is ruthless.
Ah.
After the business with the ship, she decided to make a clean sweep, probably to avoid the wrath of Egon. She told us that we had to get rid of the islanders we still held captive. She wants to clean up behind us to avoid leaving any trace. My Friend is among them. If I can't find a way to stop Ermelind, she will die.
If we want to prevent this massacre, we will have to intervene quickly. Where are the islanders held captive?
They're kept in a former logging facility on the outskirts of town.
Is it well guarded?
No, numbers are small to avoid arousing suspicion. But when Ermelin comes with her troops to get rid of the young people, it'll be a very different story.
Well, we'll take control of the operation before that happens, by getting rid of the guards. When Ermelind and her soldiers come, we will use the element of surprise to neutralize them.
With all due respect, there will be many. Are you sure you'll be able to face them?
We could ask for help from one of the native clans. The Storm Warriors, for example.
Right.
Do you think they would?
If it only involved us, I doubt it. But it's about saving their own young people. They'll also be able to give them shelter when we free them.
We will need to act quickly. I fear Ermelin will take action any moment now.
I'll go get help in Vedlug as soon as possible and take care of the operation.
Thank you. I'll arrange to be appointed as the scout for Ermelin's squad. That way I can let you know when we arrive.
Perfect.
We should go to Vedlug.
Yes, Storm Warriors will be a good asset.
Where can I find them? Okay, that's not... Okay, so we need to travel. Fortunately, we hopefully have enough time to do this. Hopefully. And I see exactly how we're going to need to do that, but... Yes, let's get help from the natives. Siora, if you don't mind... Vasco! We're taking Siora with us. We need a native. Let's see. Teardaub West Roads. We've not been to Teardaub yet. Well, okay then. Teardaub, the Blacklands. So it's all the way to the east where we need to go for that. Well, I guess we can do a little bit of exploration here. We'll make a beeline so that we can try and complete this as quickly as we can. Without doing the other quests that we happen to have here at the moment. I'll try and go around. I'm not going to go into this town yet. There we go, that's those dealt with. Oh wait, that was actually a ruby. We need a ruby.
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the Suns. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Except I didn't want to go in here. Give me a second. I don't want to trigger this quest. Not without Petrus. So hold on another moment. Crude, I know. But like I said, I don't want to trigger this quest. So we'll just avoid the village for now, and we'll come back later with Petrus. What? Oh, hello. You're new.
Things are about to get dicey.
Okay. That's those random creatures dead. I guess we don't have the ruby that I found before. Oh no, wait, I think we do. So we have triggered that. Okay. Let's head around. Head on this way. These things.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Thank you for finishing him off. Annoying little buggers. Alright, moving on. Like I said, I'm just trying to get to completing this side quest. Much as I'd like to explore this place, because we have several side quests here. Ow. Hello. Your armor's gone. Your armor's gone.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ow. There we go. I really don't necessarily need to do all this loot, but I'm doing it anyway. I mean, there's a path here that leads out. I guess we can uncover it. I don't know if it uncovered any new areas, but it's done. Nope. Okay, at least it's not too far to get to the location we need to get to. I may actually run this episode a little long. There's a person over there, interestingly. It's probably connected to this. Oh, and...
You are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Indeed. I am from the Congregation of Merchants. My name is Desardet. To whom do I have the privilege?
Sister Ephesia, envoy of Ptolemy, by the grace of the Illuminated. Enchanted. The Mother Cardinal has tasked me to investigate the activities of this village.
She also sent me here, to be your second.
I didn't want to...
Excellent news. You cannot imagine how much comfort that brings me. How might I help you?
Speak about the heretic investigation.
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. As for the other natives, their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you. Anything else?
What about your arrival in the village?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
That is all.
That will be
thank
all,
you.
Sister Ephesia. Thank you.
I mean, I didn't intend to trigger that, but it's not like I could have done much to stop it. It just automatically happened. There's a camp up here. There is. The second camp in Teardob. So, we have the main quest here. I didn't want to deal with this yet! Oh yeah, Teardob, the Blacklands. Teardob is a region whose land in many places still bears the mark of the terrible fire that ravaged it. This dark color is at the origin of its name, the Blacklands. Yeah, sure. Well, not really much I can do. I wonder, Kurt, can you... You can use this. Do so. We'll be able to improve it at some point. And it's better than the obsidian hammer because it's able to be improved. So I think that's a good thing. But I'm going to have to end this episode here because it's gone on about long enough. Next episode, I guess we're doing things that I didn't intend to do, but I'm going to try and beeline my way to get Deirdre to help us. Hopefully we can get that done, and then come back here later so that we can do more explanation and do more of this area. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Desarde, Kurt, and Siora. This has been a Let's Play of Greedfall, and I shall see you all next time.